So by the time I was 17 years old, I was about 360 pounds. So I was a big boy. And it taught me a lot of lessons because, at the time, I went from 360 pounds to about 170 pounds in less than 18 months. I used to end up at the gym 3-4 hours a day. I used to eat about 9-10 meals a day. I was basically on a bodybuilder's diet, bodybuilder's regimen, sorry. And it was a really fascinating time because I wanted something so bad. I wanted to have a version of me that I never ever had. And it taught me a lot about entrepreneurship, and it was really interesting because right after, I went from 17 to 19, and right after that, I really went from the transition of me having, really successful businesses to having, $1 million in debt. And through that really kind of physical, day-to-day impact and training, it allowed me to train my mind then for how I need it to be, later on. And so this process of really shedding half of my body mass, this process of really changing how my mind looked at things, this process of being able to really look myself in the mirror and say, here's who I am going to be, I believe it allowed me to have the mental toughness to be able to go through the debt, being able to go through my entire life falling apart from the way that I actually known it. And it really comes back to the fact that as entrepreneurs, it doesn't matter if we're trying to lose weight, doesn't matter if we're trying to work on, a relationship, doesn't matter if it's trying to work on the relationship ourselves or trying to make the business make sense and for it to work. It requires a few key ingredients, and it requires determination, patience, and dedication. That's it. Everything else is a story that you are trying to tell yourself in order to get out of the obligation. See, as human beings, we see something as either an opportunity or an obligation. And when we do not see the opportunity as being big enough, we see it as an obligation. Which, of course, inherently lies why some people are successful and some people aren't. I mean, listen, there's a reason why we're not all going around in Lamborghinis, in massive mansions, and with $10 million in the bank account. It's because of those three things. And so our brain, our DNA, is created to create comfort and to reproduce. That's it. We just want to be comfortable. And as soon as we achieve comfort, we want to really self-sabotage ourselves out of everything else because everything else is scary. And so that's really what I learned. I really learned that those three key ingredients allows us to build everything. But we give up too early. We wake up too late. We go to bed too late. We don't realize that we are on this beautiful journey that is life, and that we are the writers and the authors and the crafters of our story. And sometimes one page might take a while to write. It may not look like a beautiful craft. But you can take a piece of cloth and turn it into a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And you can take a page that is blank and turn it into the most beautiful poetry. And that is much like your life is. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you want to change. You have the capacity and the potential to do whatever your wish with. Stop telling yourself the story that doesn't serve you, and start filling your life with thoughts and thinking patterns that allow you to get what you really, truly want. Because it's not an obligation. It is an opportunity. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.